We're back in Palmanova for a January update to see what's going on, and we're just outside the Cafe Palmanova. Changed its name. Used to be referred to as Amadippersment. It's a cafe, but unfortunately cafes can no longer be open to the public, so you're not allowed to come and sit to have a drink here. You can order your takeaways, and across the road there we've got our medical centre, so we come here to see the doctor, blood tests and so on. So let's have a look to see what's going on in Palmanova. So as with previous videos, we're starting at the roundabout where the memorial is to the Guardia Civil officers who lost their lives in the bomb attack here in Palmanova some years ago. And we're going to take a walk down towards the sea. And we already see that Bar Cayuco is closed up. And down here we should find that all of the bars are closed except for takeaway service. One of the new regulations for the pandemic, which came out on last Wednesday, is that bars are no longer allowed to open terraces or indoors. They can do takeaway services, but you can't actually sit down. So we're going to find a lot of things that were open before are now closed. Shops, small shops are allowed to open, so there's no big shops really in Palmanova, so they're all allowed to open, and supermarkets are allowed to open. So we'll find a few little things open, but mostly I'm not expecting to find anything open. But that doesn't stop us having a walk. It's a beautiful sunny day. Yesterday we went for a walk into Palma, and it was just too warm. I put a big coat on and I really didn't need it. So I've just taken my jumper off, and we're going to have a walk now. It's 17 degrees at the moment. So it's actually nice to see so many people out. They all wear the masks. There's a bar who's doing the takeaway service. Temperature is about 17 degrees, so it's really quite pleasant. Cool in the shade, but as soon as you get to the sun, it becomes really warm. So certainly didn't need a jumper on. Maybe I should have put my hat on there. And just to put things into perspective, it is January the 17th, 2021, and we have people, families sitting on the beach. Can't actually see anyone in the sea. There might be one or two paddling, but it's a beautiful day, so great to bring the children here to run around on the beach to make sandcastles. And here we are on the promenade. We're just going to walk along this promenade. Lots of people out having a walk, chatting with people as they see them. Some friends of ours here. So we've been walking around Palma and seeing how busy Palma is, and Palmanova is no exception. I saw on one of the comments on Facebook, people were saying, should I book my holiday for Mallorca in the summer? Well, hopefully by the summer we will have had the vaccinations. Most people will have the vaccinations, and then Mallorca is going to be a safe place to come to. It's certainly here ready, waiting for the tourists to arrive. So this is where we had our New Year's Eve lunch, providing a takeaway service. You can come and pick up a coffee or a croissant. It really is quite warm. Volleyball players are out. Really quite busy. I'm just getting into the shade here. The temperature does drop down a little bit, but just looking back on the beach, there's a lot of people out there. That's really good, and the sea is looking really nice, really calm, and that's because the wind's coming from the north. It is really breezy if you come out of this side of the island. Certainly where we live, we saw the trees really blowing this morning, but here it's very, very calm. Palmanova is one of our favourite places to come for a walk because we do have this promenade and it's relatively flat. Having said that, we do have the ups and downs, so some steps here so that we can walk around the headland. But as we walk along the headland, we've got this magnificent view to look at, and the sea's very, very clear, very clean. Really is a beautiful day.
People get them for recommendations for jobs, and you haven't got a clue about them. You think what the...
See, there's a lot more people around today. I'm just coming round now to the second beach, which is equally busy. We've just had a few steps to take us up to that. Now we have to go down a few steps and then we're up towards McDonald's area. Lots and lots of people out on the beach today. Just to remind you, it is only the 17th of January 2021. 17th of January 2021. Middle of a pandemic. But the beach is a relatively safe place, outdoor space to go to, take some exercise, play games. So we're back on the promenade now. We had lots of other people out walking. Now I can see people in the sea. Couple out there paddle boarding. Lots of people playing volleyball. Of course, the other side of the road is a different story. The side of the road, which says 20 degrees on that thermometer. The other side of the road shows lots of places closed up. It is a Sunday, so you wouldn't expect places like banks to be open. In the new regulations, these shops don't have to close because they're all less than 700 square meters. It's only places which have got large surface areas and don't sell essential items that have to close. So when we were in Palma yesterday, we did see big stores like C&A closed, and they're taking the opportunity to do some refurbishment. Calvia Tourist Information Office. This car parked up there, and the police will be patrolling just to make sure everyone's wearing a mask, obeying the regulations, keeping us safe. Just coming up to the Santa Lucia Hotel, closed of course. Not sure when they will be reopening. Sea looking particularly clear. Right, so we do have some people in the sea. I think the water's as clear as I've ever seen it now. We've got two men swimming over there. I'm sure it is a little bit cool. Quite a few boats out. Just coming round now to the third beach, the San Matias beach. And again, lots of people out. Not so many in the water, but certainly playing on the sand, sunbathing, enjoying the fresh air. That's quite interesting actually. The swimming pool, Santa Lucia, has water in it, and the water's clean, so the pumps must be on, and somebody must be looking after that. So this is the promenade by the San Matias beach. Just noticing the wind picking up a little bit. more volleyball players. Beautiful view out to sea. Because there's some works going on, what used to be Costa. Coming towards the end of the San Matias beach. Still see some photos popping up on Facebook of this beach with the yacht that was run aground here and spent more or less a year on the sand. Well, that has now gone, and that's where it was, so no more yacht on this beach. But lots of people enjoying the sunshine and the very nice weather that we've got at the moment, touching close to 20 degrees. And we're actually just in front of one of the bars which we would normally be calling into for a coffee, but unfortunately not today. The Olive Tree is closed today. Olive Tree has been open for much of the pandemic, and they've done a great job. So they're taking a well-deserved rest, although I can see that looks like they might be doing some work inside, getting it ready for the next season. Good luck to them. So we're going to head back now, going through Palmanova, but instead of walking along the promenade, we'll just walk along the road that's parallel. Bus is still running at a limited capacity. So most of the places across the road are closed, but one or two offering their takeaway service. And since we were last here, it looks as though they've resurfaced the road. The road looks really good today, new markings. Just wish they'd do something about the pavements, which are in a pretty awful condition at the moment. So just coming up to the San Matias beach on the right hand side there. There's another Globales hotel on the left. So there's the San Matias hotel. Chiringuito has been open until recently, that's closed now. Still get your beer and other drinks available there. The sky's looking beautiful. Just this area seems to be a little bit windy. Notice also the trees have been pruned, so they're looking quite nice. So coming up to the Santa Lucia now, and all the bars and shops across the road are closed. Just to remind you, it is a Sunday. It's around about lunchtime, so we're going to be heading back to the car to go home for lunch. It's the entrance to the Santa Lucia. One of the favourite holiday destinations for my family in the past. There's a shop open selling t-shirts. The rules are not the same as they are in the UK. So shops selling t-shirts are fine so long as they're small shops. Lady Dies, all closed up. Looks like the Chinese is open for takeaways. Children's park that they've been working on through the winter time. Now more or less complete. Still not open yet for the children. It's the Barbuda Beach. Taylor's Cocktail Bar. Monroe's karaoke bar on the left there. Here's the gelatos. Get yourself an ice cream or a coffee there. They're open. Takeaways only then. And we're just coming up to the hotel front. The supermarket is open. Here's the Calablanca Hotel. Been undergoing some work during the winter time. Getting ready for the season. I'm not sure when the season's going to start. Originally they spoke of March, but that doesn't look as though that's going to happen. So it might be a little bit later. May probably. Hollywood pizzas ready to do their takeaway. Children's playgrounds, which have been closed during the pandemic, now open again, and lots of happy faces amongst the children there who are playing on the swings. Be a bar here called Camelot many years ago, which was owned by a friend of ours from Port Owls. So we normally stop off maybe for a coffee at the Beehive. It's closed at the moment. Abracadabra's all up for change. Wait and see what happens there. But all along here, the bars and restaurants have to be closed at the moment, or sell takeaways. Some of them may have adapted to a takeaway service. The beach is still looking busy, even though it's lunchtime. I would imagine people will be making their way home for lunch now, unless they brought a picnic. We're certainly going home for lunch. Well, that's our update of Palmanova. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please share it with your friends and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.